Hey, Mom. Hey, Tanya. Good morning. It is still morning here. Hey, Linda. Well, you guys were busy working yesterday. I got heard from actually like 3 people about yesterday's cast. Good morning, good morning. So much enthusiasm. Hey, oh my gosh, the names are going by so fast. I saw Nina. I think I saw Cynthia. Oh, good morning. I will take those hugs. And thank you. Good morning. Nina, I saw you showed up on my business Facebook page. I'm going to be starting a new art. I have a new commission and I'll start an art thing. If you guys aren't following on Facebook, that's where I put my progression photos of my artwork. So I have a new memorial portrait, and it's a hamster, and I haven't done a hamster before. So I post the stages of the drawings on the Facebook page, and it's facebook.com/wolf, WOLFF, den, DEN, press, PRESS, Wolf Den Press. Yeah, so I'm going to be starting, I actually may not start that till this weekend because it's been a busy week. Tomorrow and Thursday I have to help out with the twins down near Atlanta, so I'm actually not getting a lot done this week. But, and then after this week, I'll laser. Yeah, you can friend me on Facebook. I'm at facebook.com/L. Michelle Wolf is my personal page. Good morning, Adrian. And then good morning. The business page where I post most of my artwork is, they live 2 hours and 10 minutes away. They're in Loganville. So it's kind of a pain. If they weren't so cute, there's no way I would do it. My Facebook business page is facebook.com/Wolf, WOLFF, Den Press, Wolf Den Press. That's where you'll see the art. So you'll see the hamster portrait progression photos as I go. I usually post 3 or 4 of those so that the person who's got the commission can see how it's going, and also just to share what the process looks like. Oh, it's a beautiful morning here. The cats are banana pants, and we have a neighbor who doesn't spay or neuter his dogs. Yeah, right? There's no way I would do that much driving if they weren't so cute. So we have dog drama in our valley again because we have a dog in heat. So people don't spay and neuter up here. They just don't. I don't know what that's about. And the dogs run loose, so it's kind of a nightmare. So spay and neuter your pets. So my name is Michelle Wolf. I'm a coach for healers and helpers. I'm a Reiki master, portrait artist. Please, if you're going to let your animals run loose, spay and neuter them. I work with people who work with others. So animal rescue people rescue people, that kind of stuff. And then we're reading Holy Shift until the end of the year, and then I'm going to switch to just reading directly from the Course in Miracles book. But the reading for today is lesson 258, which actually in the Holy Shift book is the whole lesson for the day. So let me read that to you. Let's see. All that is needful. This is September 15th. That's right? All that is needful is to train our minds to overlook all little senseless aims and to remember that our goal is God, connecting to Source. His memory is hidden in our minds. It's obscured by our pointless goals which offer nothing and do not exist. So shall we continue to allow God's grace to shine in unawareness while the toys and trinkets of the world are sought instead? God is our only goal, our only love, and we have no aim but to remember Him. So I hope you guys are doing okay with like the hardcore Christian terms. I'm comfortable with them. That's what I grew up with. I actually spent several years being uncomfortable with the word God, but I'm okay with it now. So I think this relates to the passage in the Bible where we're told to be in the world but not of it. And every religious text says something to that. Like, there's out here where all the shiny, glittery things are, and there's in here. And the stuff out here distracts us from our source, our connection to Spirit, our connection to all that is. If we don't make all that is connection, the connection to Source our primary goal, then we're vulnerable to binge watching Netflix. Guilty. We're vulnerable to pursuing the next new thing. Yeah, it's kind of, the language is a little bit clunky. So I'm glad you're converting it in your mind, because it all means the same thing. So we don't have to have anything except air. We don't even have to have that. We really don't have to have anything. But if we choose to live a life that's more in flow, more often in the flow, then we need a daily practice and whatever that daily practice is, a ritual, something that every day we make a physical and mental and spiritual commitment to staying connected through the day. Life is easier. It's harder in that you are more aware of things and you can't ignore stuff you used to ignore any longer. So it's harder that way. But overall, your goals come easier. Yeah. Life is easier. Right, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? That's kind of what I came to look at it. It's hard if you grew up in a punitive church. I talked to a pastor once, I had a couple of questions for him, and he said it just broke his heart how many people were, in a sense, beaten with the Bible. Hey, Catherine. And it sort of, spoiled them on the language. So being in the world but not of it, you can't not be in the world, but you can choose how much you are saturated in the twinkly sparkly stuff, I guess. This year my goal was to make a daily practice my priority, because I was saying it was my priority, but I wasn't actually demonstrating that in my daily life. I wasn't sitting down every morning and making a commitment. So my practice this year has been, I use a desire map planner. Actions, right. My actions were not matching my words. So I was like, how come I'm not getting the results in my life? How come I'm not seeing reflections in my life? Yeah. And it's not easy. It's not. It's much easier to think about it. So I'm a reader and a thinker and an analyzer, and it's a whole lot easier to think about this stuff than actually get into the dirt and do it. So my daily planner, I have a core desired feeling for this year is connected to Source every single day. Hey, Sarah. Connecting to Source every single day. Good morning. Taking a conscious action. So like physically picking up the planner, physically getting a pen. I draw cards for myself out of 2 different decks. I come and talk to you guys. That's a part of this whole process. And I generally will grab something else too. So that has changed my world. For years, I'm trying to stop thinking so much and start feeling. It's difficult. When you're a thinker, discipline. Yes, freedom comes from discipline. But it's hard to take those steps sometimes if you're not used to it. And what I realized is I used to mountain bike a lot, and I was an athlete in school, and I had that discipline. Nah, it doesn't matter. Any deck that you like the artwork on is, it's just a tool. It's just really a focusing and centering tool. So, when I worked with teenage boys, we teach our men not to feel from a very early age. So we spent a lot of time with adolescent boys teaching them to move from here to here. And it's tricky, but it made me realize that I intellectualize stuff a lot too, and this was years ago. So anyway, practicing what you preach, walking your talk. I was helping a lot of other people and not applying those same things to myself with the same discipline, like Adrian said. So I took the feeling of discipline I had when I was a mountain biker and yes, men are, you guys, if you haven't watched the the talk, it's called Tough Guys, Guise. I forget the guy's name, but it's an excellent, you can find it on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, yep. Find that Tough Guys talk, and it really will teach you a lot about what we do to men in our culture. Yeah, we cripple them. And it's not fair, and we can help them in our lives with that. So, anyway, a little off track, but the transition from, first of all, being in the world but not of it is our thing for the day. Training is the key word in this whole, it's tough, but it's Guise. So it's like a guise, like a mask. We teach men to wear masks from almost from the moment that they're born. Yeah, Tough Guys. It's great. Have you seen it? Has anybody seen it? It's really excellent. So the key part in the reading for the day, I think, is that all that is needful is to train our minds. And the training comes from that daily practice, and it means doing it even when you don't want to. It means sitting down, and for me, it means sitting down, picking up the planner, drawing my couple of cards, and consciously saying, I'm going to choose to love Spirit today. I'm going to choose to connect to Spirit today. And all through my day, I just generate the feeling I want, which is connection. Yeah. It's a good thing to watch if you have young boys or young men. If we all have men in our lives, so it's a good thing to know about. And the second part of today's reading, where it says, His memory is hidden in our minds, obscured by our little goals which offer nothing. So our goals of a new car, our goals of rising in corporate America, even our goals of having more followers, those do not offer us anything. They offer us a momentary satisfaction, and then we're on to craving the next thing. So that's the thing we've talked about, where the sun is always shining on us, but we obscure it with the clouds by our own actions and our own inattention, our own choices. So our whole goal for the most flowing life that we can have has to be removing those clouds from the light of the sun, S-U-N and S-O-N. When we make the physical action, not just here, but with our hands and our bodies, to connect to Spirit on a daily basis, it's sort of like walking through quicksand, and we've talked about how resistance will rise up and you'll find reasons not to, or the kids will act up, or there'll be all kinds of things to distract you from it. And you recognize that, and you say, you know what? Again, screw you, resistance. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it every day. And if it's midnight before I get it done, I'm still going to do it every day. Martha Beck talks about how when you set a major goal, you've got to do a little something toward it every day. Even if you don't complete it, you still physically move your body to that area. So the example she gave was walking on her treadmill. And she said some days all she could do was go out to where it was and put her hand on it. She still physically went to the treadmill, even if that day she couldn't walk on it. So I haven't had to do that yet, but there have been times where it's like 11:30 at night and I'm getting to my planner. That's been rare because I've really made this a hardcore commitment. But it's going to be done every day. You make it a non-negotiable. The thing about when we're talking about self-care, when we're helpers and healers, we have non-negotiables in our life, but we don't set those for ourselves. So we don't say to ourselves, you know what, I'm going to read my Course in Miracles, I'm going to read something from Martha Beck, I'm going to read something from Janine Roth, I'm going to read something positive every single day, and it's non-negotiable. So if someone said to you, are you okay with your husband having an affair? You'd be like, what? Well, unless you're into that thing with, no judgment. That works for some people. But, in our house, it'd be like, no, that's a non-negotiable. If my husband has a relationship outside of our marriage is over. Done. It's a non-negotiable. Yeah, so that's a hardcore, and you feel it inside, that is a non-negotiable. Will you let your kid run out in the street? Of course not. It is absolutely unquestioned, hard as a rock, a non-negotiable. If you take that same energy of a non-negotiable and put it into yourself, then these daily practices are easier to maintain. It's easier to recognize when resistance is trying to keep you from your full expansion, achieving your full potential. It's easier to see it when you're like, you know what, it's non-negotiable. It just is. I'm not going to drive while I'm drunk. That's a non-negotiable. If you look in your life, you have areas where you are absolutely non-negotiable. So if you make your daily practice that same firm, non-negotiable commitment in 30 days, I'd love to hear from you how that changes your world, because it absolutely will. What questions do you guys have? What are your non-negotiables? I'll tell you what my non-negotiable is. I will not eat raspberries, because raspberries are hideous and should be banned from the planet, or at least within a 100-mile radius of me. Raspberries are disgusting. So, yeah. Oh, wow! I don't see. The Fringe Hours by Jessica Turner is a good book to help with making time for yourself. Okay, you guys screenshot that. The Fringe Hours by Jessica Turner. I know. Raisins. Ugh. Raisins are gross. I used to like broccoli. I don't like broccoli anymore. Catherine, could you put that up again? The Fringe Hours by Jessica Turner. There's a lot of it. Oh, raspberries. Yeah, my sister likes raspberries too. They're really gross. Yeah, peas. I like peas, but not raspberries. So we have things that we absolutely won't do. So think about your life and the things that you absolutely will not do. It's about making time for yourself. The Fringe Hours by Jessica Turner is about self-care and making the commitment to making time for yourself. I haven't read it, but I'll look it up. Daily bathing. Daily bathing is a non-negotiable. Brushing your teeth is probably a non-negotiable. You just do it. You don't think about it. You don't debate with yourself. Oh, being okay with making time for yourself. Well, that's even better. You don't get up in the morning and go, I should take a shower. But, I don't know. I think, the kids are acting up, and dancing is non-negotiable. Okay, so those issues you don't debate with yourself. You just get up and you just do it. Coffee is non-negotiable. Yay, coffee! Coffee is non-negotiable, right? And that's for our safety and the safety of those around us. We have to have the coffee we're protecting other people by drinking the coffee. So, you know what I mean? Find the energy of what a non-negotiable feels like. Arguing with bad words is non-negotiable. Yes. Yes, there are some words. It's an act of service, right? We're actually helping ourselves and others by drinking the drinking of the coffee. No coffee, no walking, no talking. That's funny. That could be a t-shirt. Actually have Catherine's daughter, Altany, is an artist. Have Altany draw that up and then put it on Redbubble, and we could all order it as a print. Okay, so the energy of non-negotiable. When you find those areas in your life and you think about that energy and how that feels, like you don't debate if you're going to brush your teeth or not. You just do it. You just do it. So your daily practice can have that same feeling, that same energy about it. You don't get up and argue about it. You don't debate it. There's no question that you're going to connect to Source. There's no question that you're going to do something for yourself. It's not an option to not do it. That is the commitment that gets results. That's the commitment that when people say, do this for 30 days and look around you. Use your life. Periscope is a non-negotiable. Sarah, I was like holding my phone last night like a little baby. I was like, oh, when's Sarah coming on? It's like 10:30 and I don't have anything to do. Where's Sarah? So now you've made it a non-negotiable for the rest of us too. But you know what I mean, guys? It's like making that commitment. Periscope is a godsend. It's changing our lives, right? It's making me stay even more firmly in my commitment because now I've made myself accountable to you all. So, you know, even if no one's ever here, I'm still going to do this. Yeah. So, let me read that to you one more time. And I would invite you to think about transferring the same non-negotiable energy from the other things in your life. Right, you better show up. You're going to have a lot of sad people if you don't. We would get over it if you need to take care of yourself. But we just have to hear from you, whether there's a reading or no reading or what. We just have to see your little face. All that is needful is to train our minds to overlook all the little senseless aims and to remember that our goal is God, our goal is Source, our goal is Spirit. It has to come first. If you want the fullest, I believe, if you want the most full, the richest experience of being in a human body, you have to maintain a conscious connection to your Source. His memory is hidden in our minds, obscured by all the twinkly sparklies, which offer us nothing. They're like cotton candy. They're a burst of awesome and then they're gone. So we have a choice. So shall we continue to allow that grace to shine in unawareness? Shall we continue to be unconscious? Shall we continue to be numb? Shall we continue to focus on the sparkly, twinkly things in the world? Or shall we seek our connection first? Because God is our only goal, our only love, and we have no aim but to remember Him. And I promise you, if you do that daily, if you make connecting to Source your daily practice, you will see a difference in your life. You will feel it. You'll see it. The people around you will start telling you, wow, you seem more peaceful lately. And you're like, well, you can tell them the truth or you can tell them you're taking Xanax. It's totally up to you. You don't have to tell anybody what you're doing. But people will notice that you're more peaceful. Been there, done that. Xanax? Time to remember to connect to Source every day. Yes. Find yourself. I think that's what a lot of us have done is we've found people that we've resonated with, and people are using that as a daily connector. So, no cotton candy. No cotton candy. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time or your energy. It's okay to binge on TV once in a while. It's fun. It's relaxing. It's a way to check out. But after you get your dessert after your vegetables, right? Something stupid like that. Whatever trick you can do. Find some people to follow on, where is that coming from? Can you guys see that? That's weird. Waterloo, Iowa. Let's just reject. I'm just going to reject that call. I have Do Not Disturb on, so I don't know what that's about. Anyway, I'm rambling, so think about that. Transferring your non-negotiable energies from other areas of your life into your self-care or your daily practice or your routine of whatever it is to connect to the meat of life, the solid, the dependable, the always reliable, the ever-present love that you have access to every single minute of your life. I love you guys, and I wish blessings on your heads and a beautiful day, and I will see you again in the morning. So, take care. Have a wonderful time. Oh, I got an M. Cynthia, that's right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, replay watchers. Thank you for the hearts and the shares and Know that I appreciate you, and I look forward to this the minute I wake up. Oh, okay. Okay. You're welcome. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming, guys.